Does this end your relationship? I know a lot of people have gone through this situation. Her boyfriend is unemployed. But you know what? He's happy. She's not. In her email, she says to us, I've been dating my boyfriend for about a year and a half now. He was sweet, supportive, and he had a steady job. Now, I make good money, so I never really minded covering dinner here and there, planning trips for us. But a few months ago, he gets laid off. He's like, this is just going to be temporary. Don't worry about it. And I said, okay, that's fine. I'll be fine. We'll be okay. I'll figure things out. But now here we are. More than 3 months has gone by, and he still hasn't found a job. I don't know what his definition of temporary is, but he hasn't even applied to a job from what I can tell.
What?
And in that last 3 months, there's been no rent from him, utilities, or anything else. And what upsets me is he's still somehow finding money to buy video games, ordering some takeout, and he's pretty chill and nonchalant about the whole thing. In fact, he's living his best life. I'm living my most stressed life. And when I bring it up, he says, look, I'm doing my best, all right? Or money's not everything, you know.
Oh, my gosh. This guy is undateable. What are you doing?
Well, I think she's at the point, almost 18 months into the relationship, where she says, look, I don't want to be all about material things, but it's putting a lot of stress on me. And now I feel a little bit more like his mom and or unlimited Venmo account than his girlfriend.
Oh, this is so ick.
I do love him. I know people go through rough patches, and that's the question. What is your term of forgiveness for a rough patch before they just settle into a lazy version of themselves that I never knew before? I just can't tell if I'm being too demanding and if I need to be more supportive. So how do I bring this up and try to force this issue? I don't want to end the relationship, but I just don't think him still sitting on the couch and doing what he's been doing for the last 3 months is sustainable.
You are enabling a loser. 3 months?
She said
I wouldn't put up with this for 3 weeks.
Okay, so I think she has brought it up. She's tried to say some things to him, and now when you've gone through the first attempt, second attempt, and he's firing back with, you know, money isn't everything, or I'm doing my best. Where do we go from here? Because now it sounds like she needs to start laying down conditions and saying, hey, this needs to happen by this time, or this has got to happen.
I never understood that mentality of somebody who's holding off for a better job, and they're not making any money.
But they're holding out for a management position.
But they could be making at least some money at a job, of course, they don't want to do.
It's beneath them.
But you're still making. I've known people like that. They will not work until it's the right job. And 3 months, 4 months will go by with zero money on the board.
Yep.
You gotta bring something to the table.
This girl needs to look in the mirror and realize she has let this problem happen. If you let this man, who obviously is taking advantage of your kindness, continue to behave like this, then you get what you deserve. You are the problem, girl. You got to put some boundaries down with this man and tell him, no, I'm not your free ride. You said it in the email. You are stressed. You are carrying this stress. This is changing your level of happiness in your life. Why would you let this man do that to you?
It's a hard thing to accept sometimes, but you are part of the problem. If you allow this to continue to happen, you need to put your foot down. And that's hard because you have to look in the mirror and say, I'm enabling this.
You are the problem, and you need to have some self-respect that you wouldn't accept this from anybody in your life. Man, woman, relative. We don't allow someone to abuse our kindness on this level.
She's a solution. She's one of the parts of the whole problem here. She's not the main problem, but she's allowing it to happen. Kick his ass out.
Yeah, it'd be done.
If you're
3 months.
If you're looking for a guideline, I would say you need to pay next month's rent, utilities. If I see that you do not and you purchase something for yourself like a video game, our relationship is over.
Could you imagine how mad you would be?
It's already over because you already did that.
You're grinding. You're trying to get bills, and he just buys the new video game.
Yeah.
He is making you look like a clown.
Yep.
Just the fact that you let it go on for 3 months. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and realize this man is a loser.
Probably. I would lay down the groundwork. That would be what my terms would be, to say you have to start next month paying rent and utilities. If I notice you not doing that and you purchase something else, we're just going to end this relationship. because you're right. It's going to not get better.
Ugh, he's gross to me.
And yesterday, Virginia, in our Whacked Out News, we had a guy that drove by the cops, offered them a delicious Kettle One spritzer before having to get spike stripped, crashing into the same patrol cars that were chasing him, getting tased, smoking a cigarette, trying to walk away from the arrest, and then saying to the cops, "But you guys had fun, right?"
He made some questionable choices.
You thought he was kind of hot. There was something about it saying, "I kind of like this cowboy."
He had swagger.
So what do you think about this? This girl's been dating this guy, and he's a little unhinged, but she kind of likes the bad boy side of it. And he's got a bit of a gambling habit. And he also carries a lucky knife for protection.
Hot. I mean,
Date him, don't move him in.
hold on, let's hear more about this guy.
So with his gambling addiction, he goes to a card party, and some guys, based on the bets that they have, he winds up in a bit of a hole, and they say to dig your way out of it. They see the knife, and they say, "We will give you $3,500 if you take out the knife and you do that crazy finger stabbing challenge where you have to take the knife quickly and put it in between all your fingers and try not to stab yourself in the hand."
Oh, somebody just did it with an ink pen.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Real knife, you'd have lost a digit. Yeah.
I would not get the money.
Yeah. He had to do that back and forth 5 times to get the $3,500 to settle his debt in that card game. And guess what? He actually did it.
He did it.
Yeah, he did. He got the $3,500. We were able to walk away without getting stabbed ourselves with his knife in the card game. And I was terrified. But later on, I kind of realized, wow, that was crazy and dangerous. I'm kind of turned on. I kind of like this, but this man is dangerous. I can see it. But I just don't know. Am I going to regret staying on this train too long? Do I need to get off now?
There will be a point when you have to jump off because he's not long term. He's fun now, but he's not long term.
You both are psychos. And no, I'm sorry, Virginia. All 3 of you are psychos. You just watched him try to stab his hand in front of the mafia.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, don't live with him, but date him, girl. You're just as insane.
Okay, do you get out now or do you let it ride a little while?
How cute is he on a scale of 1 to 10?
I think whatever it is, his persona and everything, it's all working together.
He's gambling hot.
Yeah.
Whatever that means to you.
So are you out now, Virginia, or you wait a little while?
I'll wait a little bit.
You are out of your mind.
But just, you can't be supporting him. He's got to be on his own.
No, I think he's doing it. He's just got a massive gambling habit.
This
And
is
apparently loses a lot.
this is what's bigger than a red flag. What? I mean, this is so bigger than a red flag.
Okay.
Giant big red
You
flag.
need to get out if you can get out. I don't know.
Virginia's not out right now.
Okay, but she's crazy.
Yeah. She's not out right now.
Look, you got $3,500. Let's have some fun with that cash.
Now-
Let it ride.
When he's out of cash, then we're out.
If he stabs his finger, Virginia's going, oh, he's a loser.
Yeah, right. If he would have stabbed it and laid it right in the middle of his hand, all right, I'm out.
Not my finger.
Yeah. 76% of people leave right now, but 23%, they like the bad boy.
Yeah, that sounds like 1 out of 4 people are unhinged.
That's about where it goes.
This is how we do. It's the KBJ Show.